In this video, I will be giving you a short tutorial on how to play Doom on Linux, which actually should be called How to Compile Crispy Doom on Linux, specifically Ubuntu. Considering the fact that you're here, you likely have little experience with Linux, so I'm going to explain various things to make your life and learning process easier. There will be timecodes in the description if you wish to skip all the educational stuff and just know how to compile and play it. To play Doom on Linux, you don't emulate it or run it through a compatibility layer like Wine. Because the Doom engine is open source, you can compile it yourself to make a binary. You may ask, what is a binary? Well, in essence, it's a .exe file on Windows. It does shit. Binaries are called binaries because they're just zeros and ones, which are very fast for computers to execute. But the problem is that these series of zeros and ones are not humanly intelligible. The code simply tells the computer to say the word fart. So let's compile this code. That means turn the code into a binary and see what the binary says in text. Yeah, that's not humanly intelligible at all. That's why we need code. What we're going to do is take the source code for Doom, compile it, and then we'll have a quick as lightning binary to run the game with. The first thing we need is obviously the source code. For this, we'll be using Crispy Doom. It's very easy to run, it's lightweight, etc. It's a good source port. The link to the Github being a website where various different projects and source code is hosted, is on the screen. You can download the source code as a zip yourself, or you can use the terminal command git clone with the link next to the git, which is found here. This will copy it into your home folder, as in it will be in /home/username/crispydoom. The next thing we need is the compiler. This is called GCC. The compiler is the program that turns the code into a binary. The package name for GCC is also GCC. To install it on Ubuntu, you'd use the terminal command sudo apt install gcc. This will be compiled overall by make, which is a tool used to compile multiple different files with code in them into one larger binary. The package name is also called make, which you can install it by using sudo apt install make. The next thing we'll need is autoconfigure, which creates a configure script that makes sure you have all the necessary libraries or packages. A library being some pre-made coding stuff that allows for rather complex things like creating a window to speed up and standardize development. The package for autoconfigure is autoconf, so to install it, you'd use the terminal command sudo apt install autoconf. Finally, the last thing we need are the SDL libraries. SDL stands for Simple Direct Media Layer, which is, directly quoting Wikipedia, a cross-platform software development library designed to provide a hardware abstraction layer for computer multimedia hardware components. There are two types of SDL libraries, those being the regular SDL libraries for usage by programs, and those being used by developers, or dev libraries, which is used by a compiler. We will be installing both. There's multiple SDL libraries that Crispy Doom uses, so we need to install multiple packages. The packages are libstl2, libstl2dev, libstl2 gfx, its dev version, libstlimage and its dev version, libstlmixer and its dev version, libstlnet and its dev version. And to install all these packages at once, you can use the terminal command sudo apt install, and that is a lot of packages. All of these commands will be put in a paste bin in the description. The first step is to obviously clone the git using the above method, using git clone and then the link to the git file. Then, navigate to the folder by using the terminal command cd/home/username/crispy-doom. Now, run the command autoreconf-fiv to force a reconfiguration to allow the next step. Then you can run the command autoconf, which will create a configure and configure.ac file. Now you can run the configure file by using the terminal command /configure. / is the universal way of running a binary in the terminal, just by the way. It will create all the necessary files for make. Now simply run the terminal command make-jx, with x being the number of cores your CPU has, in order to speed up the compiling process, not progress. When this is over, in the folder /src in crispy-doom, you can find the file crispy-doom and crispy-doom setup. These can be ran using the same method as configure, with a / in front of the name. These are crispy-doom. Now you can move the binaries you've created into any folder you like, delete the crispy-doom folder with the source code, and run crispy-doom akin to how you'd run it on Windows, with a WAD file in the directory. That has been a quick tutorial on how to compile crispy-doom on Linux. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did want to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe, and give me a recommendation in the comments, particularly that last one. Thanks.